Sky Sports Darts, commentator John Gwynn. And on behalf of our title sponsors, BetVictor, the Public Relations Director, Mr. Charlie McCann. John. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up receiving the trophy and £50,000, it's jackpot, Adrian Lewis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, receiving the magnificent trophy, £100,000 in prize money. But most important of all, the title of BetVictor World Matchplay Champion 2013. And ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in history, the 14-time BetVictor World Matchplay Champion, it's Phil the Power Taylor!
Phil, another World Matchplay Championship celebrated, just having the pictures you'll see in the newspapers tomorrow. 14 times World Matchplay. Phil, a quick couple of words, reflections. That's a bit heavy, that. 14 times World Matchplay Champion Phil Taylor, many congratulations. Your average 111, it never went below 110. Just tell us how well you played there.
That was average 111.
111, never went below 110.
It was tough. It was tough. Trust me. He was hitting so many. All I was doing in the back of my mind thinking he's hitting 180s to keep him with the legs. You know, it's difficult to keep that up. But he just kept doing it. It was weird. It's probably one of the best finals I've ever been in. I think the crowd got on both other sides, so they were cheering me on and they were cheering Aiden on. It was a strange game really, but it was a great final. There's two winners there, I think.
Yeah, fantastic match. You were 4-6 behind, and then in the next mini session you won all 5 in just 67 darts. Was that the key moment? Because he couldn't quite get back at you after that.
I'll tell you what I'm gutted about. We had 50 quid on the 9-darter. He should have owed me 50 quid.
You nearly had one at the end.
Yeah. I wanted 50 quid off him. That's what I was more interested in. A great final. What the scores were, I couldn't really tell you, to be quite honest with you. But
look, let's bring Eddie come across, because as Phil said, there were 2 players in that final, and you're both winners really. At one point you hit 8 180s in 8 legs. Every leg had a 180. I mean, you can't do much more than that.
Listen, I threw everything at him there, and I missed the odd, the odd double there, the odd chance I got with the 1 dart. During the week it was going in, and tonight, I mean, it started off going in. Well, fair, I tell you, he put me under so much pressure. He's getting 180, 140s himself, so I give him my all. Fell short at the end.
You average 106, and I tell you what, there's going to be some tremendous battles over the tournaments that lie ahead. You, Phil, Michael Van Gerwen, James Wade.
Of course, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. I mean, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to the crowd. I thought you've all been fantastic. Fair play to you. Obviously my sponsors as well, so to this man here, there'll never ever be another Phil Taylor.
Just one final word then to the champion. Phil, you've only ever lost 6 games on this stage. I think it's 30 games on the trot you've won here. You haven't lost here for 6 years. This record here is incredible, and this place is so special to you, isn't it?
Do you know, it really is, because when I first came, my children were this big. Now these are my children's children. Come watch the granddad. It's fantastic for me. It is an achievement in itself. 53 in August. It's massive. I'll be honest with you. It's massive on my shoulders. It can't get any better. I'll be honest with you. I don't think the World Championship is in December. This week has been grueling. The weather's been very, very, very hot. Adrian will tell you, even I'm sweating, and I don't normally sweat on stage. It's It's been a funny week this week, but I'm so pleased to get through.
I'm sure you'll be back for many more years to come. Sorry, Adrian, go on.
I'd just like to say a massive thanks to this manager, John Gwynn. He's obviously leaving now, but this is his last game. And I tell you what a man this man is. I've got to say that.
Thank you. You'll set him off in a minute. Phil, many congratulations on your 14th World Matchplay title. Thank you very much for talking to us.
That's right, thank you.
Absolutely fantastic final. What a performance. Nice sentiments from both players. Rod and Wayne are here. Where do you start with that? That was breathtaking, Rod.
Well, it wouldn't have surprised me if Adi didn't chuck the kitchen sink on the back of Phil's head, because he threw everything at him. It was an incredible game of darts, and I think Rod Studd got it right when he said to Phil about the 5-0 session. I think that was the crucial part of the game. I mean, Adi went out, if he went out with the game plan of winning the sessions 3-2, it worked for the first two. And then Phil hit him with a five legs. That was incredible.
Adrian Lewis, 106 average, and he loses the game 18-13.
Well, Adrian Lewis said before the match, if I play my A game, I win. Well, I'm afraid he didn't. 105.92, and it wasn't good enough. 111.23 average. It really is unthinkable for a player to do that over 31 legs. We've never seen the like in a final. We've seen it from Phil before over shorter formats, but not this format. This, 106.28 tournament average, believe it or not, over Phil Taylor's career, is the highest he's ever done. At the age of 52, is he improving?
Is he, Rod?
Well, the stats say he is. I mean, he's getting more and more consistent, leg on leg. And the players that are coming up, they're all playing so brilliantly. You know, Van Gerwen and Wade and Lewis. But all of a sudden, Phil has pushed the bar up again and said, you've got to get to me again now, boys.
It makes a fantastic year ahead for darts with 4 or 5 players playing so well.
Yeah, it does. We was all talking about Michael Van Gerwen as well and Phil Taylor. With Adrian Lewis winning the Euros, he crept into the fold again. James Wade is always there. And Rod Studd said about those 4, if those 4 can play at their best, we can see games like this week in, week out. And there's others in there, that you Dave Chisnell's and Andy Hamilton's. Even the likes of Jamie Caven have got that game in them, Simon Whitlock. The list is never ending. All we know is that darts is in such a great state.
We do know that Phil Taylor is the greatest player ever and there will ever be.
Yeah, there's no question in that. And that performance has just enhanced it. I mean, that was an incredible... You know, we've all been in darts a long time. And to sit here and say that's probably the best final I've ever seen. We've seen one's got the tie breaks, but the stats are incredible. Adrian Lewis, as I said, didn't do a lot wrong and still got beaten. And Phil Taylor's average of over 111, it is incredible.
How long can he keep this match-winning run going here?
We said 3 years ago that it would end. We said last year it would end. He's at least got 5 years in him. It's all up to Phil Taylor.
Cheers, boys. Let's see if he can do it in Dublin. Grand Prix gets underway 7th to the 13th of October. Make sure you tune in for that. Taylor makes it a fabulous 14 at the Matchplay. See you later.
It's a new dawn.